There's an old Indian proverb: whoever talks sells his fruit. Whoever talks smartly sells even the hard nut inside the fruit and also the skin outside the fruit. Basically, the stronger your story, the stronger your sales. And nowhere is that more true than in the world of marketing. Of course, even the most compelling narrative is absolutely useless if you don't know where or how to share it. There's really no better platform for storytelling than social media. But approaching each network with the same strategy is one of the biggest social media marketing mistakes we see businesses make, and they make it all the time. I'm going to explain how to adjust your story and strategy to better align with each of the 4 most used social media networks: Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn. Facebook has almost 3 billion active monthly users and is the 3rd most visited website behind only Google and YouTube. Love it or hate it, being on Facebook is an absolute must for pretty much any business of any size in any industry. Advertising on Facebook is incredibly affordable, even for small businesses with small budgets. Targeting and retargeting options allow businesses to reach the broadest of broad or the nichest of niche audiences, and the amount of data and insight you can collect in the Meta Business Suite platform is impressive, to say the least. Here are a few key stats to help you tailor your Facebook marketing strategy a little bit better. 42% of Facebook users are 25 to 44-year-olds, but the fastest growing user segment are those aged 65 and up. Facebook is not the place to target Gen Xers. 7% of 18 to 25-year-olds plan to delete their profiles altogether. Photo posts will get the most engagement on Facebook, followed by text-only posts, video posts, and then link posts. Photos with an aspect ratio of 1:1 will work fine, but the image size that looks best on Facebook is actually a bit wider. We like to go with 940 by 788 pixels. Experts suggest that the most engaging post length is 40 characters or less, but 80 characters will work just fine. Let your image, video, or link do most of the storytelling for you. Instagram is the perfect platform for businesses who can tell their stories by sharing compelling visual content. On Instagram, you'll reach a slightly younger demographic. 85% of Instagram users are younger than 45. And the platform's largest user segment is comprised of 16 to 35-year-olds. One mistake we see businesses make on Instagram is overdoing it with hashtags. Surprisingly, posts with 3 to 4 hashtags actually get more engagement than those with 10 or more hashtags. Another mistake we see is posting reels where captions and other important content gets cut off. So even though a reel should be 1080 by 1920 pixels or a 9:16 ratio, it displays in the feed at a 4:5 ratio and in grids at a 1:1 ratio. Play it safe by keeping important content as close to the center of your reel as possible. Finally, another mistake we see way too often is including links in the post content. Know this: Instagram users cannot click links in an organic post. The best practice is to point users to the link in your bio. Just make sure you actually update your bio link or add the link to whatever landing page you're using. Formerly and more famously known as Twitter, X has become pretty much as controversial as TikTok. After stark year-over-year revenue losses, Elon Musk purchased the social media platform in early 2022, changed its name to X, made sweeping changes to how the platform operates, and now claims that they're poised to break even in 2023. However, that seems doubtful. Brands are pulling back from the platform in droves, not just yanking their ad spends, but staying mum on the platform altogether. So many of our clients have asked us whether it's still worth posting to X, and I usually say the same thing. Keep your profile active at the least. When thinking about whether or not to keep posting to the platform, here are some facts to take into consideration. First, 61% of people rely on X for news and current event updates. 33% of all posts are political in nature. 63% of X's users are male, which is the largest gender gap of any social media platform. An interesting fact is that X is actually growing more popular with Gen Xers. 42% of those between 12 and 34 use X. And even more interesting, 50% of people aged 16 to 24 use X to do brand research. With a modest 875 million users, LinkedIn is widely known as the social network for professionals. Despite the small user base, LinkedIn has a lot to brag about. For example, LinkedIn's 277% more effective for lead generation than Facebook and X. And LinkedIn ads, albeit much more expensive than Facebook ads, generate 200% more engagement. One question we get asked all the time is whether businesses should post to their company profiles or to their personal profiles of their leaders. Our answer is this: both. Company pages are important for increasing the size of your business's digital footprint and for presenting with a professional image. 40% of LinkedIn users engage with a post from a company page at least once a week. However, you shouldn't expect to generate much in terms of leads from your company page. Personal profiles are really where the magic happens, and that's because people prefer to connect with people, not businesses. We recommend having your team members reshare post content from your company page, but with a sentence or two of their own personal insight. When it comes to social media marketing, it's not a question of which platforms to be on. It's a question of how you can best leverage each platform to benefit your business. And not every business needs to be on every platform, but most businesses should be on most platforms. Social media marketing isn't rocket science, but it is time consuming. Curating content, adjusting it for each platform, creating graphics and resizing them for each network, doing platform specific hashtag research, figuring out which time of day to post to your various accounts. Honestly, it's exhausting. And it's one of the reasons why companies hire us to manage their social media marketing for them. So whether you're looking to level up your social media strategy or simply get started with social media altogether, we would love to help. Email info@birdhousemarketing.com or give us a call at 617-433-8026 to get the conversation started. If you found this content useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. My name is Robin Agricola. I'm the founder and CEO of Birdhouse Marketing and Design, and I can't wait to help you do more of whatever it is you do.